All right, let's talk about something that can feel, well, pretty mysterious and even a little scary. The Strata Tribunal hearing. We're going to pull back the curtain and demystify the whole thing, step by step, using the official rulebook as our guide. I mean, have you ever really stopped to think about what goes on in there? For so many property owners, it's just this big question mark, a total black box. But you know what? It really doesn't have to be. The key to unlocking this whole process, the secret decoder ring, if you will, is something called Regulation 26. Seriously, think of this as the playbook. It's the official procedure that lays out exactly how the hearing is supposed to go down. Everything we're about to talk about, it comes right from these rules. Okay, so picture this. The hearing is called to order. Everyone's there. Where does it all begin? Well, it always, and I mean always, kicks off with the person who started the whole thing, the claimant. The regulation is super clear about this right from the get-go. Subsection 1 says that the claimant is entitled to go first. And that's a really big deal, because it means they get to set the stage and frame the entire argument right from the start. So what does presenting their case actually look like? Well, it's not just talking. They can adduce evidence, which is just a formal way of saying they bring in their proof. They can call witnesses to back up their story, and they can show any document, any record, or even a physical object that helps their case. This is their moment to lay all their cards on the table. But hold on, a hearing isn't a one-person show, right? The whole system is built to be fair. So as soon as the claimant rests their case, it's time to hear the other side of the story. It's the respondent's turn to step up. And this is where you really see that core principle of balance in action. Regulation 26, subsection 2, basically mirrors the first part. It gives the respondent the exact same rights. They get to present their evidence, call their own witnesses, and show their own documents. The system is designed to be an equal playing field, plain and simple. Okay, so let's fast forward. Both sides have put their evidence out there, the witnesses have all spoken. What's next? Well, we're moving into the final phase of arguments. This is called making submissions, and it's basically the last chance for each side to connect all the dots and really try to persuade the tribunal. Now, the order for these closing arguments is very specific, and it's laid out in subsection 3. First up is the respondent. They make their final pitch either by speaking or in writing. And then the claimant gets the last word. It's a pretty interesting structure, actually, giving the claimant both the first and the final say in the hearing. Now, let's zoom in on the person or people running the show, the tribunal itself. You might think they just sit back and listen like a silent judge, but their role is way more active than that. They're there to actively manage the entire process. Yeah, the tribunal is anything but passive. Subsection 4 says it can actually assist the parties. This is huge, especially if you don't have a lawyer. It means if you're kind of struggling to get your point across or present your case, the tribunal can literally step in and help guide you. That's a real game changer. And if you need any more proof of the tribunal's power, just look at this quote from subsection 6. It gives them this incredible flexibility to run the hearing in whatever way they think is appropriate, necessary, or expedient. Basically, they have the ultimate authority to make sure things are fair and efficient. So, the evidence is in, the witnesses have been heard, the closing arguments are done. The dust settles, we reach the end of the line. It's time for the tribunal to make its final decision. And this decision isn't just something they say out loud and everyone goes home. Nope. According to subsection 5, the final ruling gets officially recorded on a specific document, Form 11. This piece of paper is the official, binding outcome of the entire hearing. And this final written decision has a special name. It's called an award. Now, it's not a prize or a trophy you put on your shelf. An award is the legally binding order from the tribunal. It's the final enforceable result. Whether it's an order to pay money, to do something, or to just drop the claim, this is the thing that makes it all official. This is what it was all about. So there you have it. That's the whole Strata hearing process, from beginning to end, all laid out by Regulation 26. It's not such a black box anymore, is it? So the real question to leave you with is this. Now that you know the rules of the game, are you ready to step in and make your case?